Welcome, everybody. Welcome to MaryGirl Halloween night and a Ouija board. Nothing is going to go wrong, I can basically assure you. So, if you guys would not mind letting me know that you can hear me and that everything is totally okay for you by letting me know, little thumbs up in the comments. I appreciate it. So what we're going to do tonight, guys, is we're going to wait till hello, everybody. We're going to wait till exactly midnight, okay, to use the Ouija board, the witching hour, okay? Thank you so much, guys. It seems like y'all can hear me. I've missed y'all too. Thank you, Natalie. I've missed you as well. Um, Guys, Casey's probably going to join us a little later. If he is still up, he does have school tomorrow. So he will join us probably after we go with the Ouija board. So here's how tonight's going to go. Welcome again to everybody to my Halloween special. I have my Ouija board here right beside me. We are going to wait until about 11:57 to get it going. So if you guys want to come back for that, you're very welcome to. Until then, I'm going to let you guys know the scariest things that have actually happened to me. And I want to know the most scary things that have happened for you as well. So I apologize for the low quality of the view. I have candles basically lit everywhere, trying to get the light. So, welcome so much. Welcome, everybody. Vegan, your house is haunted. Okay, well. All right, guys, here we go. So before I take your comments, here are my top 3 most scary situations, okay? The first one happened to me when I was in my early 20s in college. I was with 3 friends, myself included. We were here in Austin in Mount Bonnell, which if you've never been here to Austin, it's very beautiful, especially at night, which is when we went to Mount Bonnell. And it was ironically after all of us had went to the Nightmare Factory. So this was in October. And if I had to make a guesstimate on the year, I would say 2000. It was late at night. We parked our car and walked to the bluff, walked to the edge of the cliff. And there was a fence on one side, and then just a little rock path, and then just a drop. There were trees growing, though, underneath us, so they were a little bit blocking our view. We walked about maybe 30 feet, following the chain link fence, stopped, and admired the view for about 20 minutes. We just talked and just had a really enjoyable time as friends, and then got up to leave. And the way we were leaving, friend number 1, me, my best friend in the entire world that I love, and then the last person. When we were leaving, we heard something growl, and it was so loud that it was enough to where everybody in the group heard it. And immediately the person in front of me said, "What was that?" And we heard it again. It was a it was very deep, very guttural. And then all of a sudden, the trees over the bluff started shaking violently. That was all I needed to see to turn around and run as quick as I freaking could away. Thank goodness my friend in front of me had the same notion, because I probably would have accidentally knocked her over on the way out had she have not actually turned around as well and started running. We ran as fast as we could, leaving our 2 girlfriends behind. I still feel terrible about that to this day, not gonna lie. However, they emerged from the forest a few minutes later to tell us that everything was fine. Nothing happened. It was just water rumbling from pipes underneath us. I didn't believe that. So for a little while there, I really was convinced that my friends had been like taken over by aliens. Because, you know, I grew up in the old school time where Invaders from Mars and stuff like that was a very popular movie. And yeah, it made me think my friends had been taken over that night. That was the number three. I've had many things happen to me. So these next two happened in the same place, in one of my best friend's house. Her house was basically a long rectangle with, in the middle of the house was a very long hallway that was cut in the middle, separated by two doors. So you had this really long house, a long hallway in the middle with two doors that cut the hallway off, separated it from a business to a home. I am sitting outside in the left section of the house with my best friend when all of a sudden it sounds as if, well, of course, I should tell you guys real quick. My best friend and I, we had just worked an extremely long shift at work. We had been there for probably about a good 8 hours, and we on our feet all day long. And the last thing we wanted to do was be on our feet. So we were outside having a couple of drinks of our Boone's Hill. God, that stuff was terrible. And all of a sudden, the door that went into the room that we were in flung open and the lights flew up. And it illuminated our dark room because we were hiding from Kimberly's mother because we didn't want her to know that I mean, we were 20, but we were still having a couple of drinks after work. And it was the craziest thing because Kimberly and I literally sat there and peed our pants because the only way to flip on that light is to actually open the door, put your hand behind the door, and flip up the lights. And we were in the room the whole time. Nobody opened that door and flipped on the lights. We literally sat there for a good 5 minutes just in stunned silence. And that's when she looked at me and said, "Dude, I thought my mom totally busted us." So I think for her, she wasn't necessarily, I should probably take my glasses off. They're such a horrible reflection. So to her, it wasn't necessarily scary in a ghost sense. It was scary in a being caught by your parents sense. But for me, I was so freaked out. And later on, which brings me to my incident number one, my scariest incident that has ever happened to me. Next night, or maybe weeks or so later, Kimberly and I were sitting in the same spot in her office in the back section of the house when we were just talking, just talking, when something in the back of the room jumped from a very high distance onto the ground and landed with a heavy thump. And then all of a sudden, pump, 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 pump. Whatever it was ran down that long hallway in their house. Never opened the doors. It just ran straight down the hallway. Thump, 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 thump. And Kimberly and I looked at each other, and she, of course, wasn't scared because she grew up in this haunted house. Things like this happen to her all the time. And don't worry, this is my dog right here. So it's not an entity, it's my cookie baby. Love my baby. So she thought that her child had gotten up and had ran down the hallway. But her daughter was asleep. Her mother was asleep. Everybody was asleep in the house except for me and her. And it tripped me out completely. There were so many crazy things that always happened to me when I stayed at Kimberly's house. It was the first nursing home in our hometown, and a lot of people unfortunately died there in their older age. So, like, there was a ghost that would walk up and down that hallway and whistle at night. But the thing was when that thing ran down the hallway, I mean, I will still never to this day forget the thump, 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 thump of those hard footsteps going down the hallway, and just me flipping out because I was still pretty new at this time to all the weird stuff that happened in her house. So yeah, that really tripped me out severely. It was very hard to spend the night there a lot of the times. However, I braved it. Very proud of myself. So let's take some comments. And it looks like that we are about 15 minutes away from when we're going to start using the Ouija board. The closer we get to midnight, I think the better result we are actually going to get with it. And I'm also going to give you guys a little bit of background about my Ouija board, such as where I got it, when I got it, and how I have worked with it so far. And also, guys, I never mean any offense in this live stream because this Ouija board has only worked once for me. Once. And I I know that there are people out there that they've had traumatic experiences, things terrible have actually happened to them before. So I never want to discount anyone else's experiences with the Ouija board. However, for me, it's only worked like one time. Just once. And I will tell you again in my story when I start going over that. So let's go to your comments, guys. And I apologize if I don't get to everybody. I do promise I'm going to try to get to everybody as quickly as possible. So I can't dance. What up? Happy Halloween to Caleb, WWE Lady 15, Finn, Tammy, Sloth, all of you who were basically here waiting for the stream to start, just like having conversations in the actual thread. So thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Hardcore, dedicated fans. You're amazing. And I want to hear about your Halloween. So I'm going through the comments for the next 6 minutes. And then I'm going to give you the background on my Ouija board and we're going to start using it. All right. Anyone else shipping hashtag Maisie? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Still doing that, Casey. Omar says, I would, but I don't want Maisie to get mad at me. Omar, you just proved how smart you are, darling. I don't want Maisie mad at me either. So I may have teased her about it just once, but that's it. It was just for a laugh. I've moved on. I don't want to make Maisie mad at me either. Omar, you are awesome and so smart. Okay. So yes, Isaiah, so nice to have you. And Sarah has to go to bed. She has school tomorrow. So thank you, Sarah, for still being here and for everybody who brought their candy and who thank you, Isaiah. Our vegan panda brought his candy. Uh WWE lady said who still went trick-or-treating even though they're too old. I did not go, but I had a blast taking my kids. I was going to, but got too lazy, says Darian. Vegan is 18, so no way. Bridget was Zoe Benson for Halloween. Amazing. I would love to see a picture of that. Bridget, if you were part of the Freaks of Hotel AHS group, if you would not mind posting a picture of that there, I would love to see your costume. Isaiah, what's up? Sentinel. I was a sad soul for Halloween, says Omar. Marky, it's so nice to have you here. And Cade, Darian, Natalie, missed you too. And so let's move down. My house is haunted, says Vegan Panda. He thinks so, or she. And you know, I've been a little sensitive before too. I've kind of felt certain things before in my life. I honestly never believed in ghosts until I was about 8 years old, and that was the first time I actually saw one. And I will just never forget that moment. And even though sometimes in my mind I still think, was that really what I saw? The first thing I think in my mind, yep, that is what I saw. I never ever doubt myself. I will never forget that. Anyway, Liz Taylor, it is amazing to have you here. Vegan says, my closet door opened on its own. Oof. Bridget says, bruh, dip, time to move. Happy Halloween, says Cody. And Vegan says, a few months ago, the light turned on by itself. Vegan says, I hear voices in my house sometimes too. Ooh. Isaiah says, me too. Ooh. Erin says, I rented an apartment in Santa Fe one summer and it was totally haunted. All the cupboard doors would open. All the cupboard doors and drawers would open. I would close. I would close them, leave the room for half an hour, then come back, and they'd be open again. Erin also says, however, that's not as scary as living as a woman in 2016. Rock on, Erin. You and me must be kindred souls. Amen to that, Erin. 100%. You know, when I was 21, this was right when I'd met my husband, a good friend of mine, Cecil, let me stay in his apartment for a couple of weeks while I got my apartment in Austin. And a couple of nights, he would not stay in the apartment. So he would let me sleep in his room rather than on his couch. So he would go and I would actually get a bed to sleep in. But I noticed that the kitchen light would flip on and it would sound like Cecil was actually in the kitchen cooking. And I remember getting irritated about it, thinking, well, what is he doing at like 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, we got to be at work in a couple of hours. What's the dealio? So I asked him that next morning, and he said that he hadn't been back to the apartment that morning. And it happened again. And he told me that it wasn't the first time that it had happened, that there is an elderly woman, her spirit lives in the apartment. And at night, like sometimes in between like 3 and 4 in the morning, she turns on the kitchen light and she turns on the water and she moves the dishes around. And I swear to you guys out there, you guys know me hopefully long enough. And since we've been doing the daily live streams, all of the videos, I hope you guys understand that I would never lie to you. And that is 100% the truth. And I was not the only person who experienced it. Number 111 in the Bonaventure Apartments here in Austin scared the living hell out of me. Well, after Cecil told me that he had not been in the apartment. And then, just after that, then I actually felt comforted. Darian says, I used to hear people whisper my name by my ear and I would be alone. Whew. Marky says, I hear voices in my head sometimes, but not because my house is haunted. JK, JK. Lucifer, it's great to have you here. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Love you too. Let's see. Trevor says, things in my house disappear. Like, I'm trying to, I used to have a Ouija board in my house and I always lock it in my basement. And one day I put it away. Then the next day the box was there and the board was gone. Oh, that's freaking creepy. Hello, Nicholas. It's awesome to have you, Nicholas. Vegan says, I used to go to a church and all of us have actually seen a ghost there multiple times. Cody says, there has been a spirit with my mom for a decade, but she's totally used to it now. My God, Cody, your mom must be made of steel, dude. Or lady. I apologize. Cody is a gentleman or a lady's name. So I apologize, guys out there. If I get your name or your gender wrong, please, it is never, ever in any offense. Bridget says, stuff used to happen like that in my old house, but we moved. Darian says, I have so much scary stuff that's happened. It's crazy. Oh, and Vega says, I'm going to college soon. Not my problem anymore. Right? Isaiah says, all the food in my house disappears. I wonder why. LOL, JK. It's okay, Cookie Baby. If Cookie starts going crazy, then we know that there's something here, okay? because I have my trusty pet Cookie beside me, and oddly, he's half Basset Hound, half Chihuahua, which is a very odd combo, but he loves me so much, and he will bite the hell out of anybody who tries to hurt his mommy. So Bridget says currently in college, and it's scary in this apartment. I'm always alone, and I hear stuff shift around in the kitchen. Oh God. Oh, I love you too, baby. Oh, hey, it's okay. Here, sit down. Sit down. Okay. Okay. Who here is a legal adult? I am, says vegan. Bridget, Darian, pre-med next fall, says vegan. Awesome job, vegan. Natalie says, I saw a black small figure run into my room. I thought it was my brother's, so I went into the room and I couldn't find them. They were downstairs the entire time. What's up, Alicia? So awesome to have you here. And Declan, I see you're here, Declan. Natalie says, a couple of months later, we had to get our house saged because a little boy was living in our apartment. Oh my God. Oh, crud. Oh, the comments just scrolled by me. Thank you, Tammy. He is cute. My friend is an exorcist, says Martina. So once when I went to meet him, I entered the room in the middle of an exorcism. It's a really freaky thing to hear a demon roaring and laughing. That gave me chills, Martina. Okay. Whew. Move on. That was very chilly, Martina. Thank you for commenting that. Carlos, it's so great to have you here. Let me go back up and just catch up on the comments before I move on to the Ouija board. WWE Lady says, in my school a few years ago, a boy killed himself, and people have said they've seen his ghost walking down the halls. Oh, that's creepy. And it's so sad too when people take that awful step, to end their life. That's just such a horrible, thought process to be in, to think that nobody cares or loves you. I mean, to just be in that kind of deep depression. I just hope nobody here ever feels that way, because we are all a family. And man, that is probably like one of the most darkest points in, of life. Bookworm says, I am so excited for this to get started. I used to live in a weird house. I was so convinced it was haunted. All right. What happened to Lucifer? I have a fever and I'm so ill, but I'm here to watch your video. XOXO. Thank you so much, Lucifer. And Bridget hopes you get better. So do I. We believe you, Mary, says Tammy. Oh, thank you. Justin. Oh, okay. Let me read Justin's comment and then let me give you guys background on the Ouija and let's move into it. Let's see. Hey, Mad Waka, it's nice to have you. Justin says, my grandma had a ghost experience at her New Jersey home. The record player would turn on randomly and the house would smell like cigarettes every night around 11. Wow, Justin, it kind of sounds. And a single glass of scotch would be on the countertop every night with nothing in it. She called him Bob the Ghost. That's really cool, Justin. I mean, it sounds like possibly that was somebody maybe who died, loved the house, and maybe they chose to reside there. It sounds something like a peaceful ghost. I apologize, guys. I am so thirsty. I had to drink all my water. Okay, so guys, I'll hit your comments in just a little bit. Let's go on ahead and let's get everybody in the room focused on the Ouija. So I'm going to go on ahead and go away from my comments. And I'm going to take my glasses off. And in just a second, I'm also going to rearrange the candles and the camera so you guys can actually see the board. Now, guys, when I was 16 years old, as a lot of you know, I live in Texas. We have this thing in Texas called the citywide garage sale. It's basically where a bunch of antique vendors come together in what used to be the Palmer Auditorium. And they would basically have this one big garage sale of their antiques. That's where I found actually like the Amityville poster. Yeah, I found the Amityville poster at the citywide garage sale. And one day there, I saw this box peeking out of another box. And I'm just making sure I'm keeping an eye on the witching hour. And I guess I should put my glasses back on. And I asked the guy how much for the Ouija board. And he looked at it, got a shiver, and said, $1. I'll just sell it for $1. Take it. So I purchased it for $1, took it home, worked with it a lot, and it never actually worked except one time when I was with Kimberly, and my friends Mondo and Javi, and we all worked with the Ouija board together, and it was really awesome. It kept going back to the number 3. And then the next day, all of us had weird experiences. And I want to point out real quick on the board, I don't know if you can see it, if the reflection is actually there. Right here on the board, it looks like it's been creased somehow. I don't understand it, but it has been creased, but it's not actually bent here on the other side. Sorry, that's my actual indications. So hang on one second. Casey, if you give me like 10 minutes, I'm going to add you. I know you are out there. I am going to add you. So like I said, it kept going back to the number 3. Kimberly and I worked with it a lot. Like we would use it many. Sorry. It's unfortunately one of the bad things about being live. We would use it many times. So I never actually had it work. So this is going to actually be exciting to do this with you guys. So if you guys just wait a little bit, I promise you. Just want to make sure. Okay, you can't see it. That was one thing I was really worried about, is that you guys, there we go, would not be able to see this. There we go. Now, I am so sorry, guys, if this is a horrible view, because I certainly, hang on one second, don't mean for it to be. There we go. All right. Now, guys, it is 11:59. So I'm going to go on ahead and I am going to try to attempt to communicate with the board. Now, before I do this, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. See, you guys are nervous. Okay. We're good to go. It is basically it is 12 o'clock. Let's go on ahead and let's do this. So again, guys, no offense, but I sincerely do not believe that this stuff works, okay? Oops. All right. You guys wouldn't mind just giving me a moment. I've got my eyes closed. And I'm just focusing my energy onto the board. If you guys would please do the same and focus your energy onto the board, please. And we can try to get a clear communication if one exists. Okay. If there's anyone here in the room that would like to communicate with me, oh, shit. Okay. I'm sorry. Just gonna chill. Damn it. Okay, maybe we're focusing our energy a little too much. Chill the energy down, people. Oh, Cookie, calm down. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's try this again. It's midnight on Halloween. And if anybody wants to communicate with me, I am here to listen. If you would please move the indicator. Doesn't matter what you say, just move it so I can hear what you're trying to tell me. My name is Mary, and I am here to communicate with anybody who wants to communicate with me. Is there anybody there that would like to say something? The Ouija board is open, and we would like to hear what you had to say, what you have to say. Do you agree with the haters? Do you think I suck? Okay, this is okay. Hang on one second, guys, because when I first started this, I really I felt a hardcore chill like on my left side, like something brush like past my left side. And I know my dog is back here, but it wasn't him. And I know the difference between my dog and, feeling the air in the entire room change. So I'm going to try this again. And then I'm going to probably go to your comments and we'll try to add Casey. And let's see if Casey can maybe piss some spirits off and try to get it talking, okay? Okay. All right, guys, close your eyes and focus all of your energy onto the Ouija board. I am flowing my energy out of my head, through my arms, out of my fingers, and into the indicator. And just focus all of your energy and your feelings towards the Ouija board. If there's anybody here who would like to talk with me, please move the indicator. Okay. Sorry, I was so focused that the house shifted a little and scared the crap out of me. Okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly kind of felt it moving, but I think that was just like the blood that was flowing into my fingers, my natural pulse because I was just focusing so much. So, okay, let me try this one more time. That's done. Let me take one last drink of water. Okay. Put my earbud in. Cooksy, stop. Cooksy, stop it. I know. Okay, stop it. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, guys, one last time. Focus your energy. Focus all of your thoughts. Everything in your mind should be about nothing except the Ouija board. It should be about the people who are around us and who have something to say. So we need to be open to listen to them. If there's anybody in this room that would like to talk to me, I will hear you. If you would like to talk, or if you would like to say screw off, it doesn't matter. Just tell me on the board. I want to hear what you have to say. I know you're there. See you guys. All right, give me 1 second. Here, Casey, if you're out there, I am going to invite you. And if you guys, I might actually invite one fan out there that's watching to come join us. So, Casey, I am sending you your invite. Please come join us. Perhaps you can actually make the spirits talk to us. Casey, what's going on?
Just watching some spooky stuff over here.
So as you can see, the Ouija board does not work. Do you think I'm doing something wrong? Do you think like I need some pig's blood or
kill the dog? You need sacrifice.
I need something. Why? Okay. So the only time this worked is when there were 4 of us, and we never got anything. It just kept going to the number 3 every single. Whoa. Hey, the middle, like the indicator's missing. That's weird. That's never, never noticed that. But it kept going back to the number 3, and that was weird. That was the only other time it worked. And then, like I said, it's got this bend right here, literally on the top, but not on the back. That happened while it was in the box. It was so weird.
I can draw you something to make it work faster.
You're going to draw me something to make it work faster?
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, right on. Thank you. Okay.
Let me just...
All right. If there's any horrible, vile demons in here that would love to just drop in and say, what's up? We are here. Casey and I are here. Talk to us.
I know what'll make it move.
Son of a bitch. Come on, there's got to be one spirit. This is Halloween, for goodness sakes. This is when spirits love to just start jabbering to anybody who will freaking listen. While I'm sitting here and I'm saying that I will listen, and I'm getting spooked by every damn shadow because of all these stupid candles. But I'm doing this for my fans. So please, one demon, for God's sakes, just show up.
Honestly, if the piece flew like onto the yes sign, that would be perfect.
Oh yeah, it totally would. But it wouldn't happen.
Tyler Perry's Boo. Emoji at Halloween.
Come on, baby. Casey, do you want to ask it a question? Do you want to try to focus all of your energy onto it to try to get it to move?
Sure. I'm not really in Texas, but the people on my Snapchat story are freaking out because I'm playing with a Ouija board, having a fun night, and I posted this. They're like, "Oh my god."
I love your audacity, Casey. I gotta honestly say, that's one of the things I highly admire about you. I mean, seriously,
underestimate me.
What the heck happened to like the middle section right here? There was always the thing, and now it's like gone. And even the little pad's gone too. That's weird. Well, maybe that's why. Maybe I totally screwed it up by messing with the little middle thing. Okay, so here, tell you what. Let me go and let me hit with some viewer comments, and let me see what everybody has.
Slide it with your toe.
Slide it with my toe.
Yeah, make it look like it's...
If anybody wants to add Sammy Mays on Snapchat, add Sammy. Try to taunt the demons. Tell them if they're there, blow the candles. Oh, thank you, Bear Nerdgy. I'll do that. Movies for real says, get the fuck out, Mary, LOL.
Do you have a
Bella says,
Bible?
no. I'm
Um,
just kidding. Yes, I do, of course. I don't know where it is. I best not die, Mary, because my ass is gonna haunt you, says Declan. Listen to let me scroll up a little bit. Mary, try the spirit. This is a safe place, or Dragon Blood, says Vega. Or is there a spirit out there with a message for somebody at this table? I don't think it wants to be on TV. LOL, because one demon isn't a big deal, Mary. Haha.
I was at my friend's house one time, and we played a game where we tried to get possessed. It was very fun.
Trying to get possessed, and that was fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this without a Ouija board, says Sammy. Let's see. I'm 27 and live in the middle of nowhere, which translates to 0 Halloween candy. That sucks, Meathead Chop. Dude,
I
seriously, that
only went to
really
one
sucks.
house, and I got 2 packs of Starburst, a Snickers, M&Ms, 3 Twixes, a 3 Musketeers, and a Dr. Pepper. So
At
I
that
was
one
hungry.
house? Good
Yeah,
lord.
and they were all full size. It
You
was
know,
my
so
it was my friend's house, so they kind of just
they
loaded
knew
me.
you and expected you. So, thank you. So, yeah, some of my neighbors gave out like these extra large candy bars to the kids. So, yeah, excuse me, our neighbors were so generous. Okay, Cookie, I got you,
Trying to
buddy.
get the ghost to blow out the candle.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, Cookie, stop it. Did you form a salt circle? You should do that. You know, Stefani, I asked my husband to bring me home like a big handful of salt packets so I could just lay the salt packets around me rather than just, spreading
Does
out the
he think
salt.
you're crazy?
Yes, but
Oh,
he loves me, and that's what makes our marriage work so well. Hello, baby. I see your paws. Sorry, my dog is right here trying to play with me. All
what
right.
if your kid's in the other room, like
Cookie,
sleeping
stop
on? What if one of your kids is in the other room, sleeping on its head, whispering things like,
it. Like Cat's Eye when the cat was trying to suck the life out of the daughter. Yeah.
hmm
All right. Okay, Cookie, baby. No, they don't. Okay, so let me redirect it back to the Ouija board and the candles. Cookie, stop trying to eat the computer. Okay.
That's strange. There's some sort of liquid on my computer.
Maybe you spilled a drink.
I don't
Okay.
have any drinks up here.
Oh God, now the cat's up here. Right, now the cat and the dog are right here. You guys are just screwing this seance up. Oh God. My cat and my dog are gonna start fighting if I don't let one of them out. My animals. If it's not my kids, it's my animals. All right. And I'm just going to see if they'll just chill for a minute. Okay, so let me try this again and see if it will blow out one of the candles. Okay, everybody can see the candles? Here we go.
What harm are they going to do you? They're dead. They failed at life.
Exactly.
Also, that's why I don't like quotes. Why would you take advice from someone who's dead? Like, clearly it didn't work out for them.
If anybody is in here, will you please blow out one of the candles? You don't have to move the indicator. Just blow out one of the candles. Damn it, the cat and the dog are about to start going at it.
I guess just start breathing heavily.
What, so that way I can actually breathe out the candles or something?
hmm
No, see, that's like I said, that's why I didn't feel any fear of actually doing this because it's never worked for me anytime I've ever tried this. Hey, you two, stop it. Cooks. Okay, sit.
The piece. It's still there.
Oh no. Oh shit. Sorry. Waldo, stop being a jerk.
Do you have your tarot cards?
I do. Oh my god. Can you hear them fighting?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna let the cat out and I'm gonna grab the tarot cards. Casey, why don't you promote burnt toast real quick?
Okay. Today on Burnt Toast, I released a new video about my favorite Halloween things to watch and listen to. So you should totally go check that out. Yeah, totally go do that. I hope you're enjoying this video.
We're making
And
it
these
so
ghosts need to actually do something because they're really boring. Yeah.
Did it move while I was gone or anything? Like, did anything flicker?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. So, see, you guys, don't worry. A demon will never follow you. You won't have any problems.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes. But I don't believe that this can make them talk to you. I believe that when I'm rolling down the highway and my best friend who is unfortunately deceased, and her
Your
favorite
sister?
song, yeah, and her favorite song in the entire world comes on the radio, literally out of nowhere on a crazy station. Yeah, that's her talking to me saying, "Hey, I'm riding with you right now. How's it going?" I don't think, that this is going to tell me that, she wants to talk or something. So I'll put it over there, though, just in case. But however, though, again, there are many who believe that it does work, and I never want to disprove what they, believe in.
Yeah.
Because just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it doesn't work for other people. So this is what I usually do with my tarot cards. I just kind of like spread them around, give them a chance to
Know how to make
naturally
card tricks,
form.
ghost?
And this house makes right when we moved in is when the Conjuring movie came out.
Oh god, I
And
love that movie.
I know, and especially that clap game. I used to be upstairs in my bed and I would freak out because I would swear I would hear a coming from downstairs in the garage when I'm all the way upstairs in my bed. Yeah. And I would freak out because this house was it's big and I'm not used to having a house like this. It's like 2,000 square feet. I'm not used to having a house that big. So I grew up in the country. We don't have houses that big. Okay.
Ooh, can I tell a spooky Ouija board story?
Please.
Okay, I want everyone to know, please take me seriously. This is a true story.
Okay.
And before that, I just wanted to say, my grandma, her grandma, sorry, I'm airdropping some pictures and videos from my phone. Real spooky. Um, this has nothing to do with the story. My grandma, her grandma, so my great grandma, she had a Ouija board from the 1800s. No joke. And my grandma still has it. And it is freaky because it is not cardboard cheap. It is solid wood printed out. Some of the paint and stuff's kind of worn off, but it is old. It's got some real creepy stuff going on with it. Oh, next time I see it, I should take a picture with it.
Okay.
We used it one time and it was pretty cool. But that's not the story. So this story that I'm about to tell is true. I don't want to give too many details because I think it's kind of insensitive to the family.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, a while back, like in the 80s, 70s, this girl went missing. And I know someone who experienced this story. and have got 100% faith that they would not make this up because they are terrified of anything ghost related. Absolutely. And I see this person fairly often. So yeah, it's a pretty legit story. This girl went missing, and he and his friends had a Ouija board, and they tried to use it, and they asked it what happened to her. And the only thing that happened was the board kept spelling out 10 killer. TINKILLER.
10. 10. Oh,
Nope.
so not the number 10. It's a 10, like tinfoil or something. Okay.
Yeah. And this is where it gets creepy. There is a lake called the 10 Killer Lake, which you can look up. It's a legit thing. And the board flipped out. I don't know about this part. This is the part he said, but like the board flipped out and just, I don't know, just it fell off the table. They didn't use that thing again. And the next day on the news, they found the missing girl's body in the 10 Killer Lake.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of spooky. I also know someone, and this happened in Texas. So, the person I know who this happened to, I don't know if it happened to them in Texas, but yeah, you get the idea. I'm trying to think about this. Basically, they moved into a house when they were young, and a news reporter had gone missing like weeks before. And months later, they had smelt nasty, disgusting things coming from their attic. And when they went up there in the attic, they found the body of the news reporter that went missing months ago.
Okay.
So yeah, it's fun.
Hmm.
And this same person, when she moved into a house, the previous owner had a dog who had died. And they kept seeing a dog who fit the description of the dog before that all around the house. And one day they saw the dog in the house and it just completely disappeared. So, I don't know, some spooky things going on.
All right, guys. Well, what we're going to do is I am going to ask the tarot cards a question. And usually, if they're pointed face up in the regular way, it means all three cards mean yes. All three cards down means no. And if they're not all the same way, it means I have no clue. So it probably means you didn't ask the question right. So sometimes, to be honest with you, this really works for me because I remember asking my cards when I was pregnant, if I was pregnant, and every time, uh, it was Raider and Valley that I asked them, and they both told me yes. So, and then a couple of times I asked it, I would feel my sister around me, and I would ask it, "Is Kimberly here?" And it would tell me yes. So, you know, so we'll go back to the Ouija board here one more time before we close out, but let's see if we can ask a question and actually get an answer. Now, as you guys saw, I flipped the cards around in here. I got them all fixed. I split the deck, kept messing with them, so we're pretty much good to go. So I'm going to ask it a question. I'm going to ask if is there a spirit in this room? Is there a spirit in this room? Oh, that's yes so far. Hang on. Oh, nope. Okay. That is unclear. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Since it was unclear, Is there someone here? Is there someone here? Yeah, I would go ahead and say with a no on that because those two are upside down, and that one's the only one right side up. Okay, Casey, you want to ask it a question?
Let me think. Is my grandpa dead?
Okay. Is Casey's grandfather dead?
Let's see if it can tell.
Oh, that's actually weird. We got two positive. It's unsure.
Do it again.
But that's weird. That's my card, the Queen of Pentacles. Every time I draw a card out of the deck, just sporadically, I always get the Queen of Pentacles. Every single time. So it's weird.
Try it again.
It's weird to see her this early today. All right. Is Casey's grandfather dead? Oh, Casey, is it your maternal or paternal?
What does that mean?
Paternal is your dad's grandfather, is your dad's dad. Maternal is your mom's dad.
Dad's dead.
Okay. Is Casey's paternal grandfather dead? There's the King of Pentacles. That's weird. Still saying unsure. Let me take the remainder ones and just shuffle them once more. Usually. Casey, how many should I separate them into? Like 2, 3? To split the deck? You pick since it's your question.
5.
If you guys are having a problem in the thing, then just hit the refresh, which is what I'm going to do because it looks like something got stuck in the comments. Okay. Is Casey's paternal grandfather dead? Deceased? Finito? His dad's dad, is he dead? Do you understand those questions? Is he dead? Dead, dead, dead.
Okay.
Damn it. Still got the unsure right there. All right, I'm going to ask you something real quick. Hang on. Am I pregnant?
Oh my God.
Let's get an answer out of these cards. Oh, Jesus, there's a yes. Oh, whew. Okay, it's unsure.
Are you pregnant?
No, I can't ever get pregnant ever again. All right, so the cards are definitely acting wacky tonight. That never happens, to be honest with you guys. I never get it constantly, unsure, where the middle card is turned around and then it's the two yeses right there. So, do you guys want me to try again? Oh,
Yeah.
you can't hear, says Omar? Hang on. Okay, hopefully Omar, can you hear me now, buddy? And if you guys are having any problems, just hit the refresh button right now on your YouTube, and you should be good to go. Okay.
Spirits, why are you being so boring?
Yeah,
It is
spirits.
Halloween.
Why are you being dickheads tonight? I mean,
Give
seriously,
us something good.
it's
Put
your
on a
one
show.
night. It's your one night to show your shit off. Come on, show us something. All right,
Try and frighten me. Please do.
I know, make me scream so my husband will come down here and wonder what the hell is going on. Scare the crap out of me. Give my view. Look, one of the candles finally went out.
Show yourself so I can roll my eyes and go to sleep.
Finally, and so all of our viewers can go to sleep knowing that they've had a great Halloween experience. Okay. Is there such thing as ghosts? Oh, that's to you. And that's to the board.
What's it say?
Unsure. Unsure.
Doesn't seem to want to give you any answers.
No, and not even one. Statistically, I should have at least pulled a yes or a no by now. But look, one of the little candles did go out. So. All right, let's try this bitch again. All right. All right, we need some spirit.
Put the piece over the candle for a second.
Put the what over the candle?
The piece over the candle.
Like the
For a
board?
second. No, no, like the hand piece that you move. Yeah.
Put it over the candle?
Yeah, let it get ghostly.
Ghostly.
Let it inhale the
Splendid.
spirits. Splendid.
Thank you so much to everybody that participated in Devil's Night, by the way. Absorb the essence of the spirits from the candle. Tell you what, instead we'll just do this. Here we go. All right. If there's a spirit here, please blow out the candle.
God, yes.
Manipulate the candle. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I'm going to do this so you guys can see just the one lone candle. It actually was. Hang on, I'm going to move my face away from it so that way my breath can't be anywhere near it to manipulate it. Okay. Let's let it get still. If there's anybody in here, please blow out the candle.
Give us something. Oh my God, you are being boring tonight.
Yeah, we're getting nothing, guys. As I told you guys in the title, nothing's going to go wrong. Come on, spirits, blow this shit out before I do.
At this point, I'm not even going to be interested until someone walks out here and cuts my throat.
Come on, Casey, be honest. Tell us how you really feel.
I'm
Okay.
waving my flashlight, hoping something will come, but
No, here, let me just actually, let me just actually concentrate.
I feel like I'm going to rewatch the stream later. There's going to be like shadows behind me.
If there's anybody in here, please blow out the candle or show us your presence. Kimberly, are you here? You know you want to show your shit off to everybody online. Come on. Come on, be serious. If there's anybody in here, We are.
Do you have a mirror?
No way.
Well, you could get one.
Well, like upstairs or something. Like, why?
Do Bloody Mary.
Oh, no, I have a bathroom right in here that I can do that. Do you guys want me to do Bloody Mary? Because I will totally do that.
And then come back and see if the candle goes out.
Tell me if you guys want me to try Bloody Mary in the mirror. I'll take my candle in there with me. And Trevor has school, so I have a couple of yeses so far. Show us your
bathroom.
The ghosts are tired of this Caucasian mess, says Stormer. All right, let's go for it. Okay, here, hang on one second then. Let me get up.
I make things more interesting.
That was a good suggestion. Let's try it. Okay. Got my candle away from my hair because my hair is so damn long. Ow. Oh, candle wax. Stuff is a little painful. Candle down in my wax infested hand. Okay. Now how the heck am I gonna do this with my earbuds? This is gonna be weird. Okay, hang on. Let me try it again. No, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to say like Bloody Mary in the mirror, and then what?
I don't know. So I'll look it up.
Like, am I supposed to blow out the candle or something? You guys in the comments tell me what to do, and I'll do it. I'm gonna have to take the earbuds out.
Okay,
Take
I've
them
got
out,
it.
okay. Zang Tang music, we're trying the Bloody Mary. Myth.
Spin around 3 times.
Declan says this better not turn into that disappointing episode 6 pound footage twist.
Okay, it says spin around 3 times.
Okay. Spin around 3 times and I say her name.
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess blow out the candle and then
Okay.
close your eyes and open them. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll commentate.
So I'm going to do this right now. Okay, guys? So hang on. My son comes in here and puts things in here all the time so they don't fall over. Okay, hang on. I'm going to do this. Thanks, guys, for all the luck. I appreciate it. Don't get Bloody Mary. Oh, thank you so much. One last wish. Awesome. I hope this isn't my one last thing. Okay. Okay, guys, I hope you can hear me.
It's ridiculous.
Okay. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
I see your reflection. It's Mary. We understand you need to tighten in your weave, but come on.
Sorry, Casey, don't see her. Oh, I spun only 2 times, Sarah. You have to spin 3. I did it only 3 times. With the lights off. Spin clockwise, not okay, darn it, I've done this wrong. Let me go grab a lighter so I can relight this thing. Give me 2 seconds and I'm going to come back and do it one more time, okay? I'm a play it says plot twist. You are Bloody Mary.
You guys know this isn't going to work, right?
What, Casey?
I said y'all know this isn't going to work, right?
Right? Because Scurry Rot says you must touch the mirror and turn on the faucet. Do I have to rub my head and pat my belly at the same time? Zombie Dude 245, which goes subscribe to him, guys. He's got a great channel. He wants me to do Piggy Man, LOL. And then Antonio says I have to do a backflip after the 3. Hang on, let me go get this damn lighter.
And then you have to do the chicken dance. What if we saw someone's reflection in the mirror right now? Bum, 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 bum,
Okay.
bum, bum.
Okay, guys, here we go. Let me light this shit up again. I will make sure that I will spin it 3 times.
Turn on the water.
I will touch the mirror. I will turn on the water. I will do a backflip. I will pat my head and rub my nose. I will shout Piggy Man.
This seems like a lot of work to see nothing. Very. We're both gonna wake up to, like in the morning and be like, "Oh my God, what did we do?" I completely forget about it. Okay, next, urban legend: go stand out in the middle of the street and just wait to get.
This is urban legend night. Mary's. I'm gonna go get some Pop Rocks and a Pepsi in just a moment. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I feel so ridiculous. Okay.
Isn't tonight supposed to be like the clown purge or something?
I don't know. I didn't see any clowns. Okay. I swear to God.
I see one clown and I'm looking right at it. Oh my God.
Okay, let's do this right.
Okay, let's go over the steps. Turn on the water, touch the mirror, spin 3 times
clockwise.
do a backflip.
What the fuck do I do again?
Okay, turn on the water, touch the mirror, spin around 3 times clockwise. While saying Bloody Mary 3 times, blow out the candle.
Okay. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I touch the mirror, turn on the water.
Probably, I don't know.
Oh shit. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do something, okay?
I expect a backflip.
I should have worn makeup. Now it's gonna run. Shit.
Hey, everyone always ends up crying when I'm in
I'm
the
gonna look
stream.
like fucking Sally after this. Okay.
Sally, yeah, right, makeup.
Okay, hang on. You have to sacrifice your dog to rub it on your naked
No, right. A circle with a star in it. In your dog's blood.
Okay. And then I gotta write murder on the wall, right?
Forget the R.
Zhang Tang is asking, what is so funny? Well, we're trying to do the Bloody Mary chant, but there's so much to do.
I looked it up online and it was 8 steps.
Hold on. Tammy says, place the candle in the bathroom and light it. Stand and look in the mirror. Chant slowly, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Okay. So I don't need to spin. Oh shit. Where's the spinning coming from? Okay. If you break your neck and die during the backflip, it's still a win. It's still a win for us because you better haunt us. Oh, that I'm a plant. You're awesome. Okay, I shouldn't have worn makeup. Shit, I was gonna run. Okay, okay, I'm gonna put the earphones down now. I'm serious. Okay, pretty sure you need a spin. Says Meathead Chop. Thank you, Meathead. Okay. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
just get it done.
It's like trying to get a visitor pass at my kid's school. You have to go through a background check, give a drug test, get a credit check. They have to come inspect your home. You gotta freaking give a stool sample. I mean, it's like Jesus. Like, in order to call a Bloody Mary, she's pretty freaking particular. I mean, doesn't she just want to haunt people? Why does she make you go through
You
so
have
much
to
shit
bring her a
in order
Starbucks
just to
too.
haunt people?
You have to bring her a Starbucks too.
To bring her Starbucks. Awesome.
It has
Okay.
to be on Wednesdays between 12 and 1.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, Tammy was crying an hour ago. Now she's laughing. Oh my God.
Oh, that's better.
Zane says do the Macarena. It also works. Okay, seriously. Okay, let me try this 3 times. I don't have any idea. Okay, hang on.
A second.
Don't burn me.
You look ridiculous.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Stop laughing, Casey. I can hear you laughing. Bloody Mary. I'm going to add an extra spin in just for good measure. Bloody Mary.
Use the mirror and turn on the faucet.
Hey, Macarena. I don't know. She's not here.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Maybe. Watch. I'll get haunted tonight. What if you legit die? LOL. Says Redstone. I sincerely doubt it because nobody would ever have the freaking nerve to ever haunt me or anything like that. Ever. Are you still there, Casey? Oh no! Hang on, Casey. Yeah. Can you hear me now, Casey? Oh no. Hang on, Casey. I have somehow lost you. No, Casey's just not there. Oh, thank God. Okay, he's just laughing so hard at me that, he's totally cool. Okay, so now I should probably move out of here because now I've turned off all of my freaking lights. So yeah, the thing never moved. It's still like on the floor. Doesn't care at all. So I am so sorry, fans, but this did not work at all. However, that was hilarious trying to disprove the whole Bloody Mary thing.
I want to try the Ouija board one more time.
You really do? You want me to go back over there and try it?
One more time.
Okay.
Spooky.
Stop whispering crazy stuff, Casey. That's freaky, okay? Casey, seriously, stop it. You're really freaking me out when you do that stuff.
My friends are going to be asking me so many questions tomorrow.
What are you going to tell them? You're going to lie and tell them that it was awesome. We conjured up a demon and now it's haunting us, possessing us.
Now I'm going to send them a link to the broadcast.
Awesome. Okay, let's do this one last time because it's 1 o'clock and I got to wrap this up so that way I can be haunted after I hang up with you guys. But if something like that really does happen, I swear to you guys, I will go live because I do not want to be killed without people knowing what happened to me, like Shelby, okay? Seriously.
Oh, she was stupid.
Yeah, she totally was, but she's totally a witch and a supreme. It's just an act, I'm telling you. Okay, so what do you want me to ask?
Um, um, ask the ghost if it can talk to you or whatever.
Yo, ghost. You want to talk?
So you got the stuff.
I got some really good shit over here, man. You're gonna love it. You just let me roll it up, little Cheech and Chong style. Just come on over and have a seat with me. Come on. Just sit down and move the indicator. Move the indicator, and I will.
Give you the good stuff.
Yeah, I'll give you the good stuff, man. Like that guy from Dazed and Confused. See, Casey, nothing. Nothing, fans. I'm telling you guys out
Shake the
there.
board a little.
Oh, okay. If anybody's out there, please answer us. You're not. You guys aren't supposed to see this. Look away. Oh my God! Look back now. Look at that.
Oh my.
Somebody's here. Oh my God. Okay, I better say goodbye to it. Or should I get a name first?
At least buy her a drink.
I mean, seriously, it's Halloween. What the heck? It's supposed to, like, this is supposed to be the night where everything is supposed to happen. Of course, watch. I go outside to go write, because I usually do that about an hour before I go to bed. And I go outside to write, and there is like some freaking clown staring at me or some shit like that. So, like I said, if anything weird happens after I'm done with the broadcast, I will go live again. So you guys can get scared shitless with me, okay? I promise.
Ask the ghost what its phone number is.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll ask. Because there's numbers right here. I can tell us easily. If we would like to talk to you again, what is your telephone number? Yeah, see, it doesn't even want to give me its number.
Rude.
Okay, goodbye. Yeah. So, see, guys, never worry about the mysticism of Ouija boards because most of the time they don't work. So, let me hit with a couple of comments. Casey, is there anything that you would like to say? Is there anything that you would like to say to anybody before we shut this down?
When you hit 10K, will you do a backflip?
Oh, God, no, I would die. No, my back. I have a lot of herniated discs in my back, unfortunately. So I can't bend my spine such as that. So, however, I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers. So don't forget, guys, at 5,000 subscribers, I will do a house tour. So you
So
guys
what are
will
you
get.
doing at 4,000?
I don't know. Mary, before you die, will you dance for us? Yeah.
You already did the Macarena?
Before I
What more do you
die.
want?
Guys, thank you so
Oh
much
my
for
god.
coming here for this Halloween episode. Mary, maybe you shouldn't be making fun of the Ouija board. They come after you. Listen to me. Oh, okay. I know, WWE lady. I will probably be upstairs tonight in bed. Everybody will be passed out, and I will be by myself, freaking out, thinking, oh my God, what was that noise? What was that noise? And then I'll go live because I'm freaking out and I need you guys to assure me that everything's fine. So, guys, again, WWE lady, thank you so much. Angelica, you take care. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for me and Casey, and for they gonna get you, says I'm a plant. I sincerely doubt it. If they didn't get the Ouija board, they're not going to come get me. And you can mark my words. This will be my own little Roanoke thing.
Red rum. Red rum.
Love you too, vegan. So, you guys, happy Halloween. I just wanted you to know that I did all of this for you guys. I wanted you to be happy and have a wonderful Halloween in case you weren't having one. So, thank you all so much for showing up and for getting into it. Carolyn, oh, is Meathead Chop. I haven't seen another human being since 1 p.m. today. Thanks for the show. Feels less lonely over here. Absolutely. Vegan says I did it wrong, so I'm sure. And I'm a Plant says RIP. This is the last time we'll see Mary.
Hey, Mary, I do have a couple questions for you.
I'm glad I made you smile, beer nerd. What's up?
What do you think of the fact that Lana is coming back in season 6?
I think she's going to interview, obviously, the survivor, and that's where she will cross over. She's going to be
Well,
that
supposedly
interview.
tomorrow on Wednesday, it's the Halloween episode,
Mm-hmm.
and she is in it.
She is in it.
Supposedly tomorrow's the Halloween episode, and she's in it.
Okay. And then, yeah, I heard about the crossover with Coven and Murder House. So,
How do you
Mary,
feel about that?
everybody in the comments, there's a lot of like, Mary, RIP, I'm going to die now. Guys, I love you. This is so hilarious. I will definitely be here tomorrow. My husband's wish will never come true. He will never have a new wife. I will never fall off a cliff. And then he can get himself a new, younger wife.
Just got real dark real quick.
It's a joke. It's our laugh thingy. So
Okay, I hear you.
yeah, Casey, I am going to do a video about that, about the American Horror Story stuff.
Hey, Mary, I just want to point out to you the Ouija board you have.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it on Amazon for $10.
I know. I got it for $1 when I was sick. I just thought it was also cool too because didn't Shelby and Matt sell their house to Sydney for $1?
I don't know.
Yeah. So okay, Sour Geeks. Mary expressing her insecurities from I'm a Plant, right? No, it's our joke.
You know what is fun though?
What?
Going on eBay and looking at supposedly haunted Ouija boards.
Oh, that's awesome. We should
You
go
can
look at that.
You should look up haunted dolls as well.
That sounds like some Jerry Springer, Dr. Phil problems, Mary and Declan. All right, guys. Well, it is 1 o'clock, and I have got kids that are going to get up and that are going to want to eat every single piece of candy. And our neighbors, they give really good candy. So my kids had these huge, like plastic HEB bags, like where people put their groceries into. Our kids took that with them to go trick or treating, and they each come home with a big bag full of candy. So my kids are nonetheless going to be hyper the next few days. Stormer, I think Taisa is going to be playing a nurse, but we will be talking about American Horror Story next time. And thank you, Gregory, for saying the Ouija boards are just a game. I hope I proved that to you tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for laughing and enjoying with us and just having a great Halloween night. Casey, you're also awesome for joining us. Thank you so much. Bye,
There's a
everybody.
spooky ghost.
Yeah, and again, if I get haunted tonight, I'll go live. So take it easy, guys.